Hey there, Sagittarius. Not gonna lie, a little bit of a tough reading here. In certain ways, this is phenomenal. In other ways, it is difficult. Let's get into it. So overall energy was the Empress upright. Not bad at all. That's, obviously manifestation, creation, fertility, the divine feminine, those types of attributes. In the past, we have the Chariot. I'm seeing this as very, very much manifestation. This is being in control of your energy, being in control of what you are bringing toward you in the law of attraction sense, or being very much in control of your destiny, your life, your actions, your career. There's definitely a money aspect to this. Pentacles factor super strongly. So it's like in your financial sphere or your career sphere, you're doing really, really well. We got Seven of Pentacles in the present, and in the future, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So we have intuition here. You guys, basically this month for November 2020, are going through a lot of 12th house energy, especially if you are Sagittarius rising. Even if you're Sagittarius sun, the sun is in your 12th house. That is, and it's high octave, a great energy of a lot of manifestation. You can bring things into fruition out of the ether, essentially. It's like you can dig down and access karmic gifts from past lives. This is a time where things can just be given to you in a karmic sense, like positive karma from other lives. That kind of energy. Okay, if we're looking at this from a moon perspective, I feel like in all areas except for your relationships, you're feeling pretty fulfilled and very self-directed. You're ambitious. This is an ambitious energy. This is I don't know, you're really, really in your energy and understanding how much you can create for yourself. And you're seeing how effortlessly you can do this, and you're seeing rapid manifestation. Like you decide you want something. God, I got Ariana Grande 7 Rings popped into my head. But it's career-wise, manifestation-wise, it was like overdrive. Like your intuition is high. You're extremely creative. You're really, really passionate. You're super motivated. You're very ambitious. And this gets you a lot. And it has, as a past energy, it's like coming into this month, things are really, really on a high gear in a lot of ways in your life. If you're a creative sort and you make music, you create art of any type, that kind of thing, like you are really, really churning it out. You're kind of in a glory point. But I want to get to a caution here. It's almost like a megalomaniacal vibe takes over, because we end in the future on the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That is a imbalanced, greedy, going into the negatives of manifestation kind of energy. And I don't like seeing that. It's almost like the power goes to your head, or you kind of get on a power trip, or you start manifesting from your lower self. It's like not being careful enough of where your thoughts really are, and not being careful enough of who you're associating with, and not facing your feelings. Because if you're not facing your feelings, but you're also in really high manifestation gear, that's a bad mix. Because that's going to be like manifesting from your lowest energy. So it's like what you want to show up and what you want to happen is not necessarily what you're going to get. So as far as worldly pursuits, that kind of stuff, I see that you can have a lot of success, but you're going to need to watch yourself to make sure that you stay in balance, and that you stay humble, and that you stay in a higher vibration. And make sure that you're manifesting for your highest good and the highest good of everyone involved. Not like, I'm going to force this to happen, hell or high water, because you can. You can. You have that much energy. Is it a good thing? No. So another aspect of this is you can very much grow your finances. You're very lucky too. I would say this is not a bad time if you have yourself in a good energy. And we know when we're in a good energy or not. We know if we're facing our actual feelings and emotions and stuff, if we're not holding things in or repressing things or not wanting to face issues in our life, okay? If you're not doing any of that, get a lottery ticket, get a scratch off, something like that. I think that you're in a lucky mode. It might be time to go to bingo. Well, that would be a dumb idea in a pandemic, but you know what I'm saying. I don't even know if that stuff's open right now. It probably shouldn't be. Maybe there's some kind of online thing. I don't know, but I feel like you're very lucky. You can win a contest, that kind of thing. But it all depends on where your energy's at. If I'm looking at this in the context of, in a very spiritual, like, ascension perspective, you get so much overall control and like creation energy, very much grounded in the divine feminine, very balanced. You go from a very, very balanced energy and perspective to kind of wanting too much, like I was saying, that megalomaniacal kind of thing. So I suggest slowing down and more self-care. This I almost feel this energy of like trickery. I don't know if it's somebody else doing this kind of in your energy, but it's like, don't be too naive and trusting, I guess. It's like somebody almost soils your energy by getting you too ramped up, or maybe you're doing it to yourself, but it's like all the lower energies come out. Like, I don't know how else to describe this besides like 7 deadly sins kind of thing, of like, that is the energy that you end in if you're not careful here, which, excuse me, obviously is not an energy of ascension or anything like that. You're like really headed toward it, and then it's like something derails it. So just, slow down, stay centered. Self-care is going to be important. Follow your intuition. Stay in touch with your intuition. Don't let your ego overtake, because this is a lot of like ego energy. Like, even in the present of the 7 of Pentacles, like waiting too much for, like, it's that expectation, I guess, like waiting on something too much, and that expectation can like ruin the gifts and the control that were coming in. Does that make sense? I'm getting so many messages for you guys. This could end up a long reading. So relationships, deeply concerned about that. There's something that you don't want to face. We got calling in the storm in reverse. Let me look at these. Oh, calling in the storm in reverse. Blinded to the pain. Soulmates in reverse over here, which was clarified with the 8 of Cups in reverse. Obsession, upright. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Separation, free yourself, and intuition. So in the context of the reading itself, what I see is potentially some of you have left somebody, or I should say maybe somebody left you, but you are sort of holding on to it, and you don't want to let go of the idea of this. You don't want to let go of the idea that this is your twin flame or your soulmate, or like that you're destined to be together, or that it's going to work out in the end. Does that make sense? It's not wanting to face the reality, not wanting to face your feelings. It's an obsessive quality. It's if I just hold on hard enough and like work at this hard enough, I can make it happen. Eight of Cups in reverse to me tells me that there's something deep within you that you're not wanting to face about the whole situation in general. It's like an emotional trigger, an old trauma. It's something that this relationship kind of like tickles those things within you. And it's like, this is all subconscious. Like, you don't know that this relationship is kind of doing that to you, and that you need to free yourself from it to have success. I kind of feel like for a lot of you, potentially this month, this whole relationship issue, and this could be in a family context, mind you. This could be a friendship. This could be a family context. This could be, there's many situations that karma and lessons kind of present themselves as. This can be a multitude of things. For most of you, it's going to be a romantic relationship. I get that heavily. There's something that you need to let go of, and there's something that you need to work through before you can let go of it, but you are refusing to face it. And it's affecting success. There's something about this relationship that stimulates like a childhood wound. It's like it hurts you in the way that you're the most comfortable with. So that's what you keep doing and you like it because it just feels normal. But you don't see that actively. And there's so much like growth and healing and ascension that could happen, and so much like getting in contact with your higher self if you would face this. But there's a whole lot of like not facing it. Like there is a need to take the pain head on, call in the storm, you know, that kind of thing, and really deal with this. But there's also this the obsession, blinding yourself intentionally and being obsessed with the situation or the person. I think probably quite heavily the person. This might be where you're getting so energy imbalanced, is this obsession with this person, this spying, this stalking. Nobody ever wants to admit they're doing this, but there's some element of that. Obsessive thinking about it, obsessing about trying to sort it out, or what can you do to win them back, or are they going to come back, or are they seeing somebody else, or all these things. It's just this like, the energy's so jumbled to me. It is just pain overdrive, but that is also very heavily a 12th house kind of thing. This is like go into the depths, things that you need to sort out, past lives, karmic stuff, you know, all of the unseen. It's the abyss. And I feel like mentally you guys are in the abyss. This reading probably ain't gonna be for everybody, sorry, but there's somebody that you are separated from or need to separate from to free yourself so you can find more success in a variety of ways, a multitude of ways. This is like a fight for yourself this month. And, you know, I feel like this is a karmic person. You think it's a soulmate, twin flame kind of thing. Like you cannot live without this person, but the time is up. The time has expired. It's time to let it go, because you're really just harming yourself at this point. And it's gonna start harming your money, and it's gonna overflow into other parts of your life soon if you don't pull back, you know. But there's so much beautiful energy here for the taking if you can look up from this problem and see it and take it and cultivate it. And you have so much expectation of it too. You're waiting for a very tangible result, okay? Now, some of you too, by the end of the month, could be single and unhappy. And what I'm saying single and unhappy because you're still, you know, obsessing about this relationship that has left your life and kind of how to get it back. But it's like, if this is a beautiful energy, if you could just get out of that mindset. So I'm going to end it there so I don't talk this in a circle, but, you know, get better in touch with your higher self and your intuition, because this is beautiful. Like, seriously, come on. But, you know, you can't graduate and receive the congratulations and the success until you take this on and realize that it's a negative cycle. This has happened more than once. I feel repetitive energy. In the past, you had so much control. Get that back. So anyway, Sag, free yourself. I'll leave it with that. Free yourself. That's important. And I'll talk to you guys next month. Bye.